Urban Cities by Gabby Hiver and Natalia Tonkino. The pre-industrial cities were small and compact. People got from place to place on foot. The wealthy had unquestioned authority over the poor. The top 5 cities in the United States was New York, Baltimore, Philadelphia, Boston, and New Orleans. The shipping port cities, the 4 major Atlantic seaports grew 50% each decade. Between 1860 and immigration blew up to 430,000 people in 1854 before declining after the Civil War.
Most immigrants were Irish or German who were Catholic, while many Americans were Protestant. The capital increased while the gap between rich and poor increased. The very poor, mainly immigrants, did unskilled labor. In the early 1800s, cities lacked municipal water supplies, sewers, and garbage collections. People drank from wells, usually contaminated by human waste, and the garbage was left out for the pigs. Every American suffered from a sanitation-related disease. The Irish raised money to make Catholic churches with Irish priests and parochial schools, mutilated societies, religious and social dubs, and fire and militia companies. Germans wanted to duplicate the cultural life in their cities. Many native-born Americans wanted to get rid of these new neighborhoods. From 1820 to 1860, there was a large amount of competition from immigrant labor and the working class. Another challenge came from the penny papers in the New York Morning Post and the New York Sun in 1833 with headlines involving scandals. The lower class's behavior was looked at as a problem in the civic order. In 1845, a permanent police force was finally put in place in New York. The worst target of violence was free African Americans. They faced job discrimination, segregated schools, and severe limits on their rights. They were segregated or excluded from public transportation. One of the only occupations available to African Americans was seamen, as many other jobs were taken from immigrant competition.